Good morning and happy Tuesday. This week we are talking about exceptions, and we did touch on exceptions previously about how we should always ask for them and when to do that. And this week we are talking about giving ourselves the best chance of getting that exception approved. And the way we do that is we wish. No, I have not been drinking mimosas for breakfast. How we present our exception request is often the difference between whether it gets approved and whether it gets declined. So we wish. W is for who. Who are these customers? What is it about them that the bank should take into consideration when they're making their decision? Are they a celebrity? Are they sports people? Are they politicians? Do they spend a lot of their time doing charity work? While we would all agree that these people should not have any more chance of getting an exception approved than usual mum and dad, sometimes it does give them a benefit because high profile is often more stable. So it sometimes does sway the bank. Anything that you think is strong about these customers goes into the who. The bank doesn't know these people, you do. You need to introduce the bank to them. I is for issues. What are the issues with this application? Why are we asking for an exception? Let's say the male applicant has only been in his current job for 4 weeks, and prior to that, he was in a completely different industry. S is for stability. So what are the stable things about this application that could mitigate the fact that we need an exception from the male applicant's employment? What about the female applicant? How long has she been in her role? And we know it services on both incomes, but how much of the male applicant's income do we actually need to service this application? Because if it's only a small amount, then that is a really strong argument when you're asking for an exception because his employment is outside of policy. What are the other things that are strong about this application? Their credit files, their security. All of those things go in this stability paragraph to build a case for the customer and your exception request. And H is for help. How can the bank help these customers? How can we help these customers? So we know that we're asking for $500,000 at 80%, but what is the minimum that we can negotiate and still keep these customers happy and on track? Can we reduce the loan amount if we need to? Can we reduce the LVR? Can we provide extra documents if we have to? Can we change the product if that will make the bank more comfortable? Those kinds of things are what we put in the help paragraph. If you combine all of this, you make it factual, you provide your argument, then your chances of getting your exception approved are a lot better than if you're giving a very general, customer's employment is outside of policy, can we consider? You're more than likely going to get a no. And your BDM doesn't want to read War and Peace at 10 o'clock at night. They're also not going to be able to forward that straight to the credit manager and ask for an exception. So structure it properly, give them what they need in order to make the decision that you want them to make. Good luck with your exception requests. Send me your tips through the website and have a fabulous week.